Good afternoon. I'm Staff Sergeant Colin Chisholm of the Calgary Police Service Homicide Unit. Colin is C-O-L-I-N and Chisholm is C-H-I-S-H-O-L-M. The victim of a homicide that occurred last night, Wednesday, in the southwest community of Evergreen has been identified. At approximately 11:15 p.m. on Wednesday, October the 7th, 2015, police were called to the 500 block of Evermeadow Road S.W for reports of gunshots. Upon arrival, a man in his 30s was pronounced dead at the scene. The victim has been identified by family as Joel Gary GEDDES, 31, of Calgary. The autopsy is ongoing, and an official cause of death will be confirmed by the Office of the Chief Medical Examiner. This incident is not thought to be random. However, a specific motive has yet to be determined. The investigation is ongoing, and as such, police are asking anyone who may have been in the area or may have information in relation to this homicide to contact police or Crime Stoppers anonymously. I'll take your questions.
Is the victim known to police?
Yeah, we can't get into criminal history of individuals that are victims.
Do you know if he was a member of a organized crime group based in Manitoba?
Again, I can't make those. I can't make comment in relation to that.
Third homicide, just over the week, concerned about this latest spike?
Well, we're always concerned anytime there's a homicide, and even more concerned when it's a shooting in an area of Calgary. There's always the concern that somebody else may be injured rather than somebody who may have been targeted.
Have you determined what Mr. Geddes was doing in that neighborhood? Like, does he live there? What was he doing there?
Mr. Geddes lives in the area.
Does he live in the home where his body was discovered?
Again, I can't get into specifics for FOIP reasons with respect to pointing out a specific location as to where he lives.
Is it fair to say in that area?
Yes.
What role does that vehicle with Manitoba plates that's parked behind the scene play in this?
Again, that's the vehicle is part of the investigation, and I'll have to leave it at that.
So is he a resident of Calgary?
He is a resident of Calgary.
Do you know how long he's been living here?
I believe he's lived in Calgary for approximately 2 years.
How did you come so quickly to identify him?
He was identified by members of the family.
So they contacted police and said, "You know who this is?" Like, it's just usually you wait till the autopsy and all this kind of.
Yes,
protocol,
but
this is unusual.
this is unusual because we had confirmation from people that knew him that was the individual. We had confirmation of identification right at the scene.
Do the people that live in the home where the body was found on the lawn, are they connected to this in any way? How are they connected?
Again, I can't get into specifics. We did have a number of people that came forward and provided information to us, and that information is assisting us in this investigation.
Have neighborhood inquiries turned up anything?
We've been doing neighborhood inquiries since just after midnight last night.
Was anyone else injured in this incident? Or
No one else was injured in this
Was
incident.
he believed to be attacked in his home? Like, or was he like, can you tell anything about a confrontation that led to his death?
No, that's part of the investigation. I can't specifically get into the details of what went down and the sequence of events that occurred.
Some people said that they heard shots. Is that connected?
There were gunshots, and we believe this individual was shot.
So do we know how many shots or how many shooters or how many?
Those are details that are part of the investigation, and to protect the integrity of the investigation, we never get into number of shots.
How close are you to identifying suspects or suspect?
It's very early in the investigation, so we're we're moving forward with the investigation.
Do you know if one or more were involved?
We believe one individual was specifically involved in the shooting.
What has led you to believe that this isn't random?
Due to the information we've gathered through our investigation.
And you can't tell us anything more about this victim?
Well, again, unfortunately, this individual is a victim. We don't get into specifics regarding personal information about individuals.
Are you looking into possible gang connections to this crime?
The Guns and Gangs unit are actively participating in the investigation.
Just prior to you coming out here, there was another press conference with 200 plus weapons from one house in this city. Are you concerned that there's more of an uptick in weapons coming into Calgary than police maybe thought they knew?
Well, we're always concerned anytime weapons are out in the community that aren't registered, that are in the hands of individuals that want to use them for violence purposes. We're always concerned.
Is it time for a rethink then as to how to get these guns off the street if there were more coming in and you guys are able to take off?
Again, those are specifics with respect to areas that obviously we always want to target any illegal guns that are on the street.
Has any weapon been recovered in this homicide investigation?
That's part of the investigation, so we don't want to comment in that regard at this point.
The victim has a pretty somewhat violent past from what I've looked at. Is this in any way, do you think, some form of retribution or?
Again, it's early in the investigation, so we're looking at all different kinds of possibilities as to what the motive might be.
Can you just clarify, you said Guns and Gangs is looking into it, is that just a standard procedure or is there something to it?
Well, it's a shooting. We are looking at all different aspects of the investigation and any linkages that may occur. So Guns and Gangs are assisting us with this investigation.
The body has been at the scene, I guess, there for more than 12 hours. Is there a reason why it's been so long that you've had to leave the body at the scene?
No, the body is currently at the office of the Chief Medical Examiner.
About what time was the body removed?
It was removed sometime within the first 2 to 3 hours after
So the
we were
tarp that's
called.
there is covering other evidence, or that's?
Again, I can't get into specifics about the scene and what we're looking at, that type of thing. So,
Why identify the deceased publicly so soon?
like I said, he has been identified and the identity's been confirmed by a family member, and often we don't have that confirmation until the individual has been at the office of the Chief Medical Examiner for a period of time and people have officially confirmed the victim. And in this case, we did have confirmation.
To add to that, then, we're hoping that if his name is out there early, that it may trigger somebody to come forward.
Well, we're hoping anybody that has information in relation to Mr. GEDDES and his whereabouts prior to the incident will come forward and provide us with information.
Quiet residential street, late at night, probably dark. What kind of danger did this pose to the public and people in their homes in the area?
Anytime there's a shooting anywhere, and more so in a residential area, there's always the risk for other individuals that may not be targeted to get caught in the crossfire and to be injured. So we're very concerned with respect to any time there's a shooting like this.
Are the people living in the home near where he was found, are they cooperating with police?
Yes, they are.
And sorry, just for clarity, I don't know if you had confirmed it, so was he shot outside? Like, was he walking by, or, like, could you say that he was shot in a place or outside, or do we know that?
The scene is mainly an outdoor scene. I can tell you that.
Are there any vehicles involved in this case that you're looking for?
At this time, we don't have vehicle descriptions that we want to put out to the public at this time. It's early on in the investigation. We're still working through that at this time.
So the vehicle that's at the scene there, are you able to say that that belonged to the victim or who that vehicle belonged to?
We know it wasn't. We know that vehicle does not belong to any of the anybody who was an offender, or the individual who was the shooter. We know that that vehicle belongs on the street at that location.
Does it have the look of a drive-by shooting, or if the vehicle speeding by and shooting somebody, or does it look like somebody stopped and did the crime and then moved on?
This was not a drive-by shooting. This individual was out on foot. I can tell you that. The shooter was out on foot.
Procedurally, I assume an investigation is an investigation from your perspective.
Yeah.
More and more we're hearing Arbor Lake, we're hearing Evergreen. How much of a challenge is that? Anecdotally, it seems to be fanning out. Would you agree with that, or are you comfortable agreeing with that?
These situations can occur anywhere within the city of Calgary. No area is immune from the possibility of this, and that's basically what I can tell you.
What does that say to residents of what used to be considered safe suburban Calgary?
Again, I believe Calgary, from an overall perspective, is a safe city. Have we had a number of violent incidents recently that are concerning? Yes. We acknowledge that. And
So, again, you're looking for one suspect?
we know that there is one shooter involved.
One shooter, okay. Okay. And but no description yet?
No, not at this point.
Is there video surveillance in the neighborhood? Do you know?
We are canvassing the neighborhood and looking for video surveillance
Okay.
as well.
And do you know how long investigators might be at the scene?
That's hard to say. Our forensic crime scene unit will be there to continue to process the scene, and that's a case-by-case basis. It depends on what they find and what their next steps are.